Let's take a look at number 9. It says, going from A to B, a ship travels on bearing south 28 degrees 15 minutes east. If the ship, what does that say? Returns, sorry, I can't read, from B to A, its heading is. All right, so what am I going to do here? Well, in this particular question, you need to make sure that you understand what a bearing is. And so in class, we said the first thing you always want to do is draw a compass. So north, south, whee! Okay, perhaps you know never eat sour watermelons, soggy waffles. There's a bunch of different ways we can approach this. Okay, I like north, south, whee! Because I like to say whee! Whee! Okay, so if it says in the beginning that you're going south 28 degrees 15 minutes east, the way we start this off is you always start off with what it gives you. So it gives you south, so you start south, and you're going to turn your angle 28 degrees towards the east. So it's basically just giving you the direction. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to draw it out a little bit so I can draw it, because I'm going to have to draw another compass. So note, this is the angle that's 28 degrees and 15 minutes. Okay? All right, that's kind of nasty looking. I apologize. All right, so we're out here, and then when it says this is A, and this is B. Okay, it says if the ship returns from B to A. So this is one of those things that's difficult because you have to read the question. We start off going from A to B, but now it's asking us to return along B to A. So again, we're going to have to draw another compass here because we're going to need to know some value here, some angle here. And it says it wants a heading. Now, a heading, think about a head would be like right here, right? If you were to think of it as a stick figure man. So the heading starts here and it spins this way, right? Now, I'll make a little comment here. Some people are like, are always tend to turn to me. Let me just do this north south. Whee! A lot of people turn when we taught this section, and they said, "Mr. Anderson, why do I have to do that? Why would you want to do that?" You need some universal value to keep things constant, right? If everything we said meant whatever we wanted to, in other words, if it was all relativistic, none of this would make any sense. So, if north was not north for everyone, if I'm driving a boat or I'm using MapQuest or whatever fancy app I have on my phone to get from point A to point B, if north isn't always north, why call it anything? It doesn't have any value. So it's important to note that the reason why they have this is it's designed like this so it can be universal. So if I am on my awesome ship and I'm trying to get back to my original point A, when I ask someone what heading, or this is also called a course, what course am I heading upon, I have something universal that I can relate to, that what he says and what or she says back to me is understood. So there's a little math, little tangent there again, this time without a pun. So when I do this, I'm starting north and I'm going to spin around, and this is the angle that I'm looking for, this entire angle. Okay. Now there's two ways about figuring out what this entire angle is. Okay. What I'd note, okay, and just in general, whenever you see a math problem, especially if you are in the sphere of the high school level mathematics, high school mathematics is all about right triangles. So one thing you could do is you could always make a right triangle. And then because I have a right triangle, that means these two angles are complementary, and you could find out what this angle is by subtracting this one here. And then if I have this little angle here, we know that each of these jumps are 90 degrees, so 90, 90, 90 is 270. Again, if you're curious, is whoa, Anderson, how'd you do that real fast? Well, 90 times 3 is 270. And then also on the unit circle, remember if you jump 3 quadrants, you would be at 270 as well. Okay, so nothing fancy there. This angle here, so if I did that, let's go ahead and just do it on the calculator. So I take out my handy dandy calculator, and if I'm going to do this on the calculator, I'm going to hit turn on, And I'm actually going to straight up just write it in exactly like how it's written. So I'm not, some of you might be tempted to take 15 and divide by 60. I'm going to go lazy man style and not just do that. I'm going to type in 90 minus, and since it's 28 degrees, I'm going to type in 28. Now notice what I'm doing here. Second apps. Apps right here, because when in blue, you see you have angles. I'm going to punch in degrees. And then I'm going to type in 15 second apps minute. Enter. Gives me 61.75. Okay. Now, if I wanted to convert, I could hit second apps again, and I could go under for DMS, and I could convert it right back into DMS. But I'm not actually going to do that yet. I don't think it's necessary. So I'm going to get 61.75. So this is 61.75. Right. From here, again, I said it's just going to be 270 plus 61.75, which gives me 331.75. This value, I'll go ahead and I'll take 331.75 and then do the same thing. I'm going to hit second apps. Well, not the same thing. This I'll actually hit DMS to convert. Okay, so it gives me 331 degrees and 45 minutes. All right. So this is 331 degrees and 45 minutes. And I am done with this question, okay? So there you have it. I think that's how I originally saw how to do this question. However, some people saw differently, and in class we talked about this. Some people said if you complete the circle of life, if you have this angle, then you can just say 360 minus this angle, and you'll get everything else. And it turns out that we do know that this angle and this angle are equivalent. So this angle here is 28 degrees, 15 minutes. And again, this is because these two sides are what are called alternate interior. So you could have approached it that way, and then you're just simply doing 360 minus 28 degrees, 15 minutes. And when I solve this, I'm going to get the same value. Okay, so 331 degrees, 45 minutes. And you're probably thinking to yourself, Anderson, I don't believe you. So let me show you. 360 minus 28 second apps degree. 15 second apps minute. 331.75, which is what we got. But if you still don't believe me, I don't understand why you would doubt my power. I'm Anderson after all. You get 331 degrees, 45 minutes. And there you have it. So either way works. Remember, there's not just one way of solving math problems. If you find a way that you like that's better, go for it. Do it. Do whatever makes you happy. Do whatever gets you the correct answer, though. Don't just choose what makes you happy. That would be silly. All right. I'm going to stop talking now. You can do some more math. I'll see you next time.